Cheers, guys. The waiting has been a little longer, but we are back for another exciting episode of our regional in Frankfurt today. We are in round number 5, so we are already beyond halftime now. 4 rounds gone out of 8. We are back for round number 5, as I said. And we tried to give you like a creative deck, but it was kind of a mess, and we actually had to get what we could get at that moment. We had to grab some players to actually get to the feature match table. Otherwise, we wouldn't even had a featured match. But now we have one, and I'm excited to see what they bring to the table for us. And I would say let's just jump in there. The one face is pretty known to me. I've played him, and he played in the Ultimate God Cup as well. I think he's from that team. How is it called? House of Man or something like that, or Cards of Man. I think it's
Cards of Man. Yes.
Yeah,
the name was very funny.
Indeed. It is Ranko. I think it's Ranko Jecmenica. And on the other hand, we have Stefan. I'm pretty sure his name is Ranko, but I'm not 100% sure. It is written Ranko on the screen.
Yeah,
right?
it's Ranko.
Yeah, it should be Ranko. Yeah, okay. So, as you can see, guys, we have like a little more lightning in our overlay, all that white and stuff, white and gold. Please tell us in the chat whether you like that more or not, and we will introduce it so we will use it again or not, depending on your opinion. I was like kind of lost right there. So, and it looks like we have some Phantom Knight monsters. Or
is he probably going for Isolde?
That's possible, yeah.
The trap is level 4, right? So he can't go into Cherubini. I hope for Burning Abyss, but unfortunately, no Burning Abyss player is 4-0 after the last round. So, and yeah, we're just picking decks from the top tables who are XO at the moment. Okay, he's going for a Nightmare combo. What else?
Yep, Mermaid, hello. And that little thing can enable so much, and Stefan will just try to show that off, discarding the Fogblade, which is a relatively good discard because it enables more stuff to happen.
Oh yeah, the timer is yellow, can't be seen very well.
Yeah, that's true. So we will definitely fix that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, yellow or gold on white is like very, very hard to see. Definitely. I don't know whether you can fix it in this round, but we will surely be able to fix it like later on in the next round at least. And you can actually see the Cards of Man field center laying in the middle of the field right there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
at first, I thought it was a card from another TCG.
Yeah, right.
But it's a nice field center.
Yeah, it is for sure. Oh, sorry, guys. I still had some sushi left in my throat. So. But I had a very nice. Just 4 rounds gone out of 8. 144 players, is that correct? Do I remember?
144, yes. 8 rounds.
I'm like not entirely sure. Is 8 rounds appropriate for 144 players? I mean, it must be because it's such a big regional, and they cannot go against the rules at a regional because it's just an official tier 2 event. But
yeah, I don't know. But
it's a lot, right?
I think 8 rounds is okay. Since well, they don't play the top cuts, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, yes, I mean they will be able to finish for sure. And as we're already in round 5 at 20-4, it seems reasonable to be finished at around 7-8 or something like that. So tournament is going smooth, even though we are playing 8 rounds.
Since the chat is asking what event this is, It's WCQ regional in Frankfurt. Today, 144 players. Many big names. We've already seen Jonas Koschel. Who else did we see? Henry Dopeide, Typhoon Bayraktar, Eugen Heid.
In the background, we saw the face of Raphael Neven, which apparently is there as well, but hasn't been on the featured match table yet.
Oh, and there's a Shadow Winder.
Oh, spicy.
Very cool. And of course, the new Orcus Link, Dingirsu. Very strong.
Yeah, but how did he get that Winder out there?
If you don't pay attention for 10 seconds, crazy stuff is going on in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, apparently. But I mean, Winder obviously.
I think he activated Instant Fusion, but I don't think. Did he activate Instant Fusion for Winder? It should have been banished. Should have been banished then, right?
I mean, they probably know that, so I assume that's not.
Okay. Thank you, chat. Dingirsu protected Winder from getting destroyed.
Ooh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Very strong. Nice tech.
That's very good, yeah. And Winder actually allows only one special summon per turn, right? For each player.
Yeah, I remember playing Burning Abyss against Winder.
Oof.
Yeah.
Big oof at that point, yeah.
Always was like
so strong.
It was like normal summon Alich and crash into Winder to negate the effects.
Cool. That's really fun. And we see more spicy tags. Stefan also playing the Trickstar engine.
And what is his opponent doing? He sets 6 cards. What is this? Paleozoic?
Just for Subterror. Okay, that does not help us a whole lot, but it could still be Subterror. In the Ultimate God Cup, where we had Cards of Man playing, actually Ranko played Subterror, so it is pretty likely that he's still playing Subterror.
It seems like Subterror. Or Guru Control, how many people call it.
Yeah, because Guru is the only relevant Subterror, basically. You just need Guru to survive. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool too, but still. So there can be only one. And does it do anything right now? Or are really all of the monsters on the side of Stefan different typed? They really are. That is insane.
What is Dingirsu?
I mean, it cannot be a warrior because Rusty Badish is a warrior. So, there's Crackdown.
Okay, Dingirsu is a machine.
A machine, okay, yeah.
Crackdown, the first time we see it today, right?
Yep, definitely.
Very nice.
But is it really good like that? Like, does it do a whole lot? I mean, he cannot really use that Dingirsu for a whole lot, and I don't know.
Well, he now has a beatstick, right?
Cool. And is that Guru? That is Guru. That will help him a whole lot more.
Yeah. Wow.
And he attacked with Rusty. So yeah, the flip effect will be able to resolve, but it would still be destroyed by battle. Let's see. He's searching for Fiendus. Obviously, that's like the go-to search from Guru.
Yeah, and he needs a hidden city.
He does. He eagerly needs one. So Ranko's start was like not very good, but still all right. They're both laughing. So Candina. Hopefully they should have done 400 damage, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say that for Crackdown.
Yeah, so we will. I mean, shall we write? Yeah, we should probably write that because at some point they might forget. So I would just write our operator right there. Ranko has to lose 400 life points. Okay, so I wrote him, and Now we can go back. Oh, he's actually linking away the Winder now.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about it. I mean, to be fair, against Subterror, Winder is like kind of meh because Subterror isn't like known to be a deck that special summons a lot. Oh, but that's one of the new cards that was introduced in Duelist.
The new tour guide. Yeah, right.
Beat Cop from the Underworld.
Yeah, she protects, right? She has counters and protects cards. That's roughly the effect.
Right around that, yeah. But I haven't actually seen this card being summoned since its release.
Oh,
he's even playing Reincarnation, so he's playing like a bigger Trickster engine than normal. That's interesting, yeah.
And he can revive Candina later on.
Absolutely.
What did he banish? The cards are too shiny.
So, the effect of Beat Cup actually says that you can tribute one monster, then target one face-up card on the field, place one patrol counter on it, and you can only use this effect once per turn. And if a card with a patrol counter would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can remove one patrol counter from it instead. But you would have to tribute a monster to actually activate that effect.
Yeah,
so seems like he didn't even activate it. But what's the point then in summoning the Beat Cup? Okay, maybe to trigger the effect of
Badish, right?
That must be the case.
Yeah.
And then he probably activated Fiendus on it, or what?
I'm too confused right now.
There's Pot of Extravagance being activated at least, so we can surely say that.
It's only with Exceed, Badish. I'm still kind of confused because he banned the ultimate rare terraforming like it was nothing, like it wasn't coming, and I was like, no, don't do it. Okay, Winder would get destroyed in the end phase, so he linked it away.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, chat. But very nice decks at the moment, very diverse meta. And
seems like the ban list actually did even more for that, right? Because the format was slowly going to a point where Sky Strikers were really the top deck again, and people were starting to agree that it is probably the best of the three big decks, which were Salamangreat, Thunder Dragon Danger, and Sky Striker.
Yeah.
But because of the very good Sky Striker matchup versus Salamangreat, or like people are split about that. Like some people say it is not even that good versus Salamangreat. Some Salamangreat players would say, yeah, I never had really big problems with Sky Strikers. But in the end, I think it surely came down to at least like a 60-40 in the favor of Sky Strikers, just talking about general matchup.
Yeah.
But also I just see that our timer is actually under better circumstances now. So you can see the time again, which is pretty neat.
Oh, Guru eats Fogblade. He set Guru with Hidden City, flipped it face up, and then he got the Fogblade. So no effect for him.
Yeah, that's right. And negating the Guru is kind of key versus the Guru control deck. Yeah. So as you would guess, that is absolutely true.
Remember when you laughed at me when I said he takes Dingirsu for having a beat stick?
Yeah.
Now he can run over Badish and has a beat stick.
That's right. And because he flipped the Dingirsu face down with the Guru, it shouldn't be connected to Crackdown anymore, right? Or is it connected to Crackdown at all?
Did he flip it face down?
Yeah, he did. Oh. Absolutely.
Yeah, then it's not connected anymore.
But I would just look up the exact text of Crackdown. Crackdown says, activate by targeting one face-up monster your opponent controls. Take control of that monster. Yeah, okay, so it should be able to activate its effect and attack again. Yeah, okay. It isn't connected like in a snatch steal way, but at least it can now attack again, and it should be able to use its effect as well. If Ranko has any way of using the effect of the Girsu first of all. Yeah, right. The chat is also saying that. But I really, really don't understand the beat cup from the underworld. I mean, chat, can you help us out? Why did
Winda would have been destroyed, right?
Yeah, but what was the other monsters that he used for that summon? Like beat cup has 1,000 attack points, so that is not a whole lot. And also, he didn't use the effect, so why would he even summon it then?
I don't even know why you should play this card, or are there any combos, or is there any use for this card?
At least not that I know of, no.
Yeah, he used Candina for the Link summon. Candina and Winda.
Okay. Okay, so oh wait, he used Candina, right? Isn't it the beat cup just 2 dark monsters? Oh no, you need 2 monsters. And okay, you can only activate the effect when you use 2 dark monsters. So he couldn't even activate the effect. But then why would he even do it then, first of all?
Maybe he wanted Candina back in the grave, so he just summoned it back with reincarnation. And also he summoned back Ancient Cloak and now got the Boral Sword Dragon.
Yeah, and like I have a different approach. Like maybe he just didn't want to get his monster booked with the Guru, so he decided to only go for Link monsters, so his opponent couldn't book with the Guru anymore.
Kian just told me in the chat that Beat Cop is used against the Ojama trio, against Mystic Mindburn.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's pretty good. Nice. Did he use stage yet?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he forgot it.
Yeah, he probably forgot about it. Oh.
And another flip of the screen.
But there we are again for the game. Generally speaking, it is fair to say that Subterror is a favorite in a game where it goes longer and longer and longer, right?
Yeah, probably.
So let's see how Stefan is able to overcome that general disadvantage of going up against a grindy control deck, which has Crackdown and there can be only one on field.
What do you think are the other sets from the Guru player?
One of them might be Final Battle.
That's the theme trap, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, did he? I know if it would be Final Battle, he would have probably activated it when he flipped the Guru and was negated, because then he could have prevented that. Would make sense, I guess. So Boral Sword. Is Boral Sword really helping right there? I mean, yeah, sure, you can do some damage. Okay, at best, I would say, because Guru Control probably finds a way to get around it.
Oh.
I wonder how he's having space for all these cards. Like, he's playing a bigger Trickster engine than normal. He's playing a bigger Sky Striker engine than normal by playing the Eagle Booster as well.
Well, I haven't seen any dangers, right? And no dangers means much more space.
Yeah, that's true. So you can be creative with your Orcus deck and where to go with it. So there's Candina.
He still got the normal summon for the Candina.
Very good. Now, does he have another light stage now, or like
maybe a second reincarnation?
Oh, he has Lycoris. What's going on? He also plays Lycoris. Like I really don't get it, because normally you would have like Candina and Corobane to have your combo, to have your Orcus play, but he's playing Lycoris and everything. Like he really made an interesting deck choice, I would say.
Okay, he just activated Boral Sword to attack twice this battle phase. Very nice too.
But I cannot see that being enough. Like, I
Dr.
don't
Wurster
see.
Dr. Wurster just said he just has Lycris for the timeout.
Possibly.
Is he co-linked? He is co-linked, right?
Yep, he is.
Yeah, he is.
So he cannot be destroyed by battle, yeah? But, I mean, okay, so Ranko is debating on whether to activate his back row right there. Also, it's like, oh, there's strike. But, like, on summon? It must be on summon, right?
Yeah, I think it was on effect. He already discarded Lycoris.
Yeah, but then it cannot be destroyed by card. Oh, no, it's just by battle. Right?
By battle.
Yeah,
Cerberus is card effect.
Confusing, and it was Cerberus, exactly. And, okay, he held on for his strike for quite a while. Now activating it. And I think it's kind of weird to see that Stefan is summoning so many monsters over and over, while his opponent there can be only one on the field. Like, he doesn't really care about that at all.
And very interesting. Very interesting. He can attack twice with Borrowed Sword this turn, but he can't attack the Guru since he's protected by Fogblade. You can't attack monsters that are affected by Fogblade.
Oh yeah. Oh, and look at it. He also plays Afterburner. Like,
wow, that's a very huge engine.
It seems more like a Trick Striker deck, apparently. That has just some Orcus cards mixed in between.
And Phantom Knights.
Yeah, and Phantom Knights.
Yeah, so he destroys the Guru and one of the sets. But he can chain Dingirsu to protect the Guru from being destroyed, and therefore he also protects his set card.
Yeah, right. That was very well played, and I don't know whether Stefan thought of that, but he still has Engage in hand, but possibly he does not even have a target for Engage left in his deck.
That was maybe he also plays Widow Anchor. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, why isn't he playing Widow Anchor? You're right. We saw all the unusual card, but usually you would play Widow Anchor, right? That's really so weird. He's not attacking the Guru, okay. Makes sense, because he cannot, yeah. But what was his plan now? He made his Borrowed Sword able to attack twice, but then he didn't attack twice with it.
Well, it was on the Candina, which he linked away, so it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, right.
I remember back in the days when you activated Fogblade on your own Dante, so your opponent can't kill you this turn. Oh, and he can summon back Dingirsu. Very nice.
This game is like really, really weird. I don't know whether both players made like the most perfect decisions in their turns, to be fair. To say gentle, I would say. But I mean, from that point, I cannot really see the Orcust player winning, or like not the Orcust player, the Trickster, Sky Striker, Orcust, PK, whatever. He probably has 2 more engines in his deck winning. So what is happening now? How is he trying to get rid of that?
He's killing the Guru, and now he can attack a second time with Borrowed Sword and with Dingirsu.
Yeah, oh, right. He does not have Babel on field, so he couldn't use it as a quick effect, right?
Crazy game. Crazy game. What is going on?
And we really should keep an eye on the types of the monsters, I feel like, because he used Borrowed Sword and what was the other monster? Aren't they both machines? Yeah. It's like Ningirsu was a machine, right?
Yeah.
And what's Galatea? I will just look it up for a second. Galatea is a machine as well. He cannot link summon that.
He can't.
I would just write our judge.
For the chat, why didn't he attack the Guru? Because Fogblade was activated on Guru, and Fogblade says the monster loses his effects, and you can't attack the monster that is equipped.
Ah, okay. Looks, they're already raising their hands.
Calling the judge.
They're already calling a judge, interestingly enough. Because I mean, did they realize it as on their own? So maybe there was another mistake happening, but I definitely realized that he couldn't link summon with Dengisu and Bower Sword into Galatea there.
Yeah, but we saw the second face down, which is another crackdown.
Oh, really? Yes. Ah, yeah, he just flipped it up. Nice. So let's see what they're talking about. Oh yeah, look at it. He's pointing on Bower Sword and Dengisu. And I mean, nothing happened afterwards. So, okay, I mean, he activated the crackdown. He kind of forced it out. So he does know that the crackdown is there. So there is some additional information, maybe. But I don't know. I don't think he should be punished too hard right there.
Yeah, I don't think so too. Because many players also don't know about this ruling when you have, same with Rivalry or Gozen match, that you can't link into a new monster that is against these rules of the cards.
Yeah,
or like tribute summon is the same.
Definitely, it's for all the summon mechanics. You cannot do this. That's absolutely a rule. And I remember like the old articles on the Konami pages on Rivalry and Gozen. Like so many people confused that. Like they didn't know it, so they had to do own articles about it on the Konami page to say, yeah, you cannot do that with Gozen, you cannot do that with Rivalry, and so on. And there can be only one. It's just another one of these floodgates. You could just count it to that category, and you could just write the name of there can be only one into the article. But these articles are not really relevant or used that much anymore because people started to realize how Gozen match and Rivalry work.
Yeah, but it's still very difficult to explain to new players why this doesn't work.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. So, but Crackdown not the card being targeted by Light Stage?
So yeah, I think it was the card which he targeted, and then he changed it in reaction to the target and took the Galatea, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it might be possible. I mean, we're just guessing because we cannot hear the sound of the players, of course. I'm pretty sure that they're going to get overtime because they are taking quite some time for the judge call already. So hopefully our tech guy can then somehow implement that or can at least tell us how much overtime they have. Oh!
Are they just continuing?
Now, the typical thing that would pop up in the chat now would be accepted game state. But, I mean, he couldn't even summon the Galatea. Maybe that wasn't the question they had. But, I mean, he was pointing on Bowl Sword and the Gears in his graveyard. It must have been the question, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I cannot imagine otherwise. Okay, yeah. Our judge.
Well, final judge decision. I don't know.
So there's Rusty. So instant fusion. He's trying to do it all now. 1,000 damage going down to 5,500 life points. And there cannot be a whole lot of cards left in the hand of Stefan. Maximum 1 or 2 more. So instant fusion seems to be like his last way to go. Oh, Thousand Eyes Restrict.
Oh, wow. And the cool old print.
Yeah, catching the monster that was already catched by Crackdown. Let's see. Does that work? It does work. Oh, yeah.
So he has 2 dead Crackdowns on his field.
He has. Now would be a good time for Full House or something. And now the position for Ranko looks kind of bad. He really needs to draw into Hidden City or something like that, or Guru. because otherwise he's just going to lose. So now he wants to pop.
He can't attack? Who can't attack? Okay, tell me.
Judge, right?
He can't attack Lars. Why shouldn't he attack me? Just kidding. Why can't he attack?
Other monsters in the field cannot change their battle positions or attack. Is that the effect of Galatea or what? Ah, no, Thousand Eyes, of course.
Are you writing to Moritz?
Yeah, I already wrote Moritz.
Right.
Yeah, Thousand Eyes. Good old, yeah, goat rulings, of course. Yeah, right. Goat rulings. So you already can see the judge in the background. He came there. And I would just explain the situation to our judge. It's so funny that I have to explain the situation to the judge, yeah. So I will just type that in. So I got the information over to our judge. And yeah. It's very hard that because obviously there's like some delay in transforming the information from our point to the judges because we are sitting here at home and what are they doing there? Like rewinding a lot. That Borisword was like, no, they're not rewinding until there can be only one now, or are they? Hopefully they're not.
Oh, they are. They are.
How are they? No.
Except game state, yes.
Obviously, that's what they're writing into the chat.
I'm happy that I'm not the judge at the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like, where are all the monsters now? Oh, they did really? Oh, they are going back to that point.
I think at the moment they're just explaining. Ooh. Oh, Joshua Oosters won Dutch nationals with Sky Strikers. Very nice.
That's a cool information.
So yeah, Sky Striker even winning with 1 Kagari. Very good.
And Joshua Oosters taking a title. Nice. I really feel happy for him because he's such a humble guy and such a nice face in the community. And Joshua is always with a smiling face. And I really feel good for him winning the Dutch nationals and also winning his own nationals, right? It's always so cool if you win your own nationals. I mean, I will go to Croatia, and of course, it would be cool to win Croatian nationals. But winning your own nationals is just a lot better. It just feels more satisfying, I think. So.
Yeah, I think at the moment we just need to wait for the judge decision.
Yeah, we cannot do anything. So. Okay.
Are they really rewinding? They are.
So. Okay, I just realized that our timer is frozen and our tech guy asked us whether we stopped the timer, but I mean, how should I stop the timer? Yeah.
So I also see some people in the chat are confused. You're not alone. We are also confused by many of these decisions. Very weird things are going on.
And both are explaining. I don't know, maybe Ranko is just like, yeah, I'm not 100% happy with the situation that was with the judge explanation from earlier on, and yeah, I didn't appeal at that point, but now I feel like I should have appealed. But generally, if you accepted like the decision of a judge or of the head judge, I mean, after a head judge decision, there's no point after because decision is final. But for a judge decision, if you said, yeah, okay, no appeal, then that is gone. You cannot just say appeal like 20 minutes after because, yeah, I've heard the ruling might have been wrong from 20 minutes ago.
So guys, always appeal. Not always, but always when you're pretty sure you're right. Judges make mistakes too.
Of course. Judges do make mistakes for sure. So, seems like they have come to a conclusion. At least they are both picking up cards again, and seems like they are going into super polymerization.
Okay, they are continuing to play.
So now I'm interested on what he's summoning, because please don't summon a warrior or whatever Thousand Eyes Restrict is. I would just look up what Thousand Eyes Restrict is. I think it probably is like a fairy or something.
It's what's his name? Venom Dragon? No.
It's a spellcaster, and that's the it's
is it the Venom Dragon?
Starving Venom Dragon.
Starving Venom Dragon, right.
So that probably is a dragon, so we dodged that. There can be only one.
Well, a few hours ago we talked about Super Poly going to 2. And I thought it was best against Celebrate, but yeah, you can see it's also good against other decks. And Guru does have the extra deck space for cards like this. Maybe he's even running multiple copies of it, since he activated Pot of Extravagance.
Yeah, it would make perfect sense. And now from that point on, it just seems like Guru will surely win this. So he's also reading the Starving Venom Dragon. What exactly did I summon there? What can he do?
So at this point, even the players themselves are confused.
Yeah, they're just confused by what they produced there. Both so far with a pretty recognizable record because they're both just 1 draw and 3 wins. So they are very, very on a good standing, I would say. Even if they lose this match, they might still be able to top the regional with a standing of 1-1. Yeah, they should be. And look at them. They're just, I mean, also, of course, for somebody that is playing in the featured match area with our setup for the first time, it is a lot of new stuff and a lot of stuff to realize, and all the tablet life point stuff and so on. It's not easy, and so we shouldn't blame the players too much. So there's a whole lot to worry about, and maybe they forgot from. Oh, Ranko only had 3,100 life points. Hard draw Lily Bell could become a thing here. But okay, yeah, he can add back the Lycoris, but then he cannot summon the Lycoris, sadly, because of there can be only one. So the Lily Bell isn't as good. Oh, he didn't even use it, right? He didn't even use Lily Bell. What is going on?
I have no idea.
Oh, there's Nemesis Archer.
Yeah.
That's game, right? Yep, that is game indeed.
So 1-0 for Guru control.
That was a fight. That really was a battle to get to that point.
It was a roller coaster of emotions.
Multiple judge situations. It reminded me a little bit of that one featured match at the German. Oh no, was it? I think it was at Karlsruhe Regional, where we had Subterror versus Trickstars, and both players, they seemed to have no idea about their decks, like about their own decks, and it was just hardcore, crucially to watch.
Yeah, great.
Like part of that one situation. I mean, I basically always talk about that with Leo because that was so weird. Because when we saw that the Subterror player started with Pot of Extravagance, we were like, yeah, the Trickstar player searched for double Trickstar Reincarnation. So just super good to have Extravagance, because if you
I remember
you cannot activate Trickster Reincarnation after that resolve because you're not allowed to draw cards.
Yeah,
so they're like, yeah, just activate the Extravagance, and he has to either chain the 2 reincarnations or he cannot activate them that turn.
Yeah, right.
So he activates it, and his opponent does not chain the reincarnations, and we're like, okay, I don't know whether that was clever. After that, the Subterror player started to set all of his cards in hand into the back row, and we're like, why is he playing around draw and reincarnation? Because like he cannot get reincarnation draws, but he didn't know either. And at some point then his opponent activated the reincarnation, and we're like, oh boy, that is so annoying, and they both don't know what they're doing. And it then led to the Trickstar player, the Subterror player revealing his whole hand because he was resolving the Trickstar reincarnation fastly, and it was so messed up, and we had to get a judge over it. I mean, explain the judge all that, like it was a lot of laughing.
Yeah, that's kind of the worst. Like you as a viewer or as the commentary are seeing a mistake, and then you have to tell the judge, and the judge has to go to the table, and then he has to understand what is going on.
Absolutely. It was cancer. Surely cancer. But I mean, we recovered from that. And then the funny thing was, at that tournament, we only featured table 1. So obviously, right after that round, I think it was round 5 or 6, and in the next round, we got that one player again, and we're like, no, not again. And the chat also was like, no, please, not again. Don't do it to us. Don't do it. But I mean, it was kind of a meme situation, and then we enjoyed it in a really weird way, I would say.
Okay, now we're waiting for the camera switch. Subterror needs hits 2 in the next list. What do you think, Basti?
And also the follow-up question is, what do you expect for Subterror hits? I don't expect any Subterror hits, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Subterror is a very nicely balanced deck, in my opinion. And I also always support control decks. I'm a fan of control decks in general. And so I like Subterrors in some way. And I don't think they deserve a hit in any way. Definitely not.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's just not too relevant at the moment to be hit. Maybe if they get like a super good support card, then they might be a target for a hit. Can you think of a card that makes Subterror like really, really good? What is this deck missing? Like maybe just they have a negate with Fiendus. They have interaction in the opponent's turn with Guru. But like maybe another search card, because they really struggle when they do not have Hidden City or Guru.
Yeah.
So maybe like something Rotage, but that might really be too strong for the deck. But yeah, it's kind of hard. But you definitely should think about ways of improving the Subterror deck rather than hitting the Subterror deck, in my opinion. And yeah, I see you just wrote our tech guy that we should please get back to the table. Because seeing the faces once more is like mediocre at best.
Yeah, also the time says 1 more minute to go. But I think they got quite some time extensions because of the judge holds. There's the camera switch. Yeah. Thank you.
Hard Draw Lilybell once again. Hard Draw Lilybell always is like kind of a brick.
Twin Twister Engrave. So he hit 1 Hidden City, but Guru got the second.
But you can only activate 1 Hidden City per turn, right?
How did he? I'm not sure at this point because it might be his second turn.
Did he just? Yeah, he might have just activated the Twin Twister on the Hidden City and a set card or something. Oh no, wait. Guru won the first game, so probably Trickstar started. But I mean, it's just so hard to rebuild all that because we didn't see the start of the game. And there's a Lilybell in tech position. And I mean, he probably didn't start with Lilybell in tech position.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know when I saw Spell Shattering Arrow for the last time.
Arrow.
What is going on there? Ranko's face says something similar. Like, when did I see that card for the last time?
Oh man, what does it do? Destroy all face-up spell cards and inflict 500 damage for each?
Yep, that is absolutely correct.
I've seen it in Pendulum times, or I remember in Clifford times.
Yeah, but it seems like that did not work. He set it back.
Let's read Spell Shattering Arrow.
Yeah, but I mean, they're already scooping things up right now.
Okay.
So I guess Ranko won right there. I would say that Ranko won. Also, he's pretty happy in his Mimic. Yeah, they see 2-0. Now we got confirmation.
What a confusing round.
Definitely. That one was hard to keep track of. Really hard. And I'm kind of glad that it's over, to be fair. We have Ranko winning this round. Moving on to a 4-0-1 record, which is pretty impressive. I mean, contender to be one of the topping persons today. And yeah, because of all the confusion, I don't really want to talk about the game anymore. So let's just get into break. And we are in timeout already, so there shouldn't be too much of a delay. Keep up and see us for round 6 at the regional in Frankfurt. See you guys.